Hi guys, Janine Johnson with Wellesley Hills Living here with one of my favorite people, Teri Adler, who is an amazing real estate agent here in the Wellesley area and also lives in the country club neighborhood. So welcome, Teri. I'm so glad to see you today.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. This is so fun. Something a little bit different.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. So we just thought we'd make use of a little extra time and get together and kind of share with our readership a little bit of personal information about Teri as a business owner and also as a resident here in the country club neighborhood.
Sure.
So, this is going to be kind of fun, laid back, just to get to know you. But Teri, how long have you been in the real estate business? Tell us about your business.
Yep. So I've been a real estate agent in Wellesley in the Weston area for about 15 years now, which is crazy. Before this, I was a television anchor and reporter for many years for Channel 7 in Boston, which was NBC at the time, and also Channel 4. And then I also got my MBA at Babson, which is also in the country club section of Wellesley. But did not live here at the time, just a coincidence that I ended up living here. So I got my MBA, was looking for a new career and found real estate, and it's been a really great experience.
Wow, you've been one of the top producers in Wellesley for how many years?
A while now. Like, my business has certainly grown to a really great level. I'm so happy with it and proud of it. And I have such wonderful people who work with me in my office, in my group, but I also have the best, I believe, clients, buyers and sellers. So it's just been a wonderful experience. It doesn't even feel like work. It's a lot of fun, and it has its moments. Like any job, anything becomes a job, and it's a lot of work. But I feel like if you're passionate about what you do and you love what you do, then it doesn't feel so much like work,
Yeah.
So it's been great.
Awesome. What do you think as part of your success? What is it about your service levels or your business that really differentiates you?
That's a great question. A number of years ago, I kind of sat down with myself and just talked to some people in different businesses who have really succeeded at what they're doing. And I felt like maybe I wasn't being true to who I am. And I was trying to be something I wasn't, I already got the TV thing down, and then I kind of had to find my true identity as a realtor. And I'm very much what you see is what you get. I'm all about authenticity and being with people who are authentic and real and honest and hardworking. And that describes who I am. And so that's kind of what I want to project and be truthful about and be transparent about the type of person I am and the type of service that I do. And I think once you bring that authenticity to your clients, they feel that, and it works, and I care so much about each and every transaction. Like, closing a deal, getting to the finish line is the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
And I know some people in sales kind of get a bad rap, for that, but that's not even on my mind. There's so many steps to get there, and we just work hard at each step. And I think that's translated really nicely in town. So it's been good.
For sure. And they say like a certain type of business owner, you're sort of a magnet. Your clients end up being attracted to someone that is similar, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Like you said, like, you have great clients, but it's because you're authentic and you're really attracting authentic clients as well, I bet.
Yeah, really, really good people. I mean, our goal obviously for sellers is to get them the most amount of money we can in the shortest amount of time in a very, positive and effective way. And of course, it's a business. I get that, but I don't think that it has to be done in a really, angry, where you're fighting with the other brokers or the other people. Like, I feel like a good deal is a deal where everyone works together and feels good about it in the end. And I think we all get farther that way. So, yes, I tend to align myself with people who view business the same way.
I love it. I love it. So tell me something that maybe not everyone knows about you. Something kind of fun and
Okay. Well, I maybe this is a little more known because I'm all over Instagram, but I mean, I'm also a frustrated designer. Like I love how I do love houses and always have. It's kind of in my blood. My dad also loves houses and had little side businesses with houses and especially down the Cape. And my dad was an engineer who always fixed things, not as much into the design, but into the guts of the house. And that definitely, I got that from him. Um, but I've taken it a step further. I'm not as much the mechanical one, but I do love design. I love modern design as well. And I mean, a dream. We renovated our house in the country club, which everyone probably has seen because there's always trucks in front of our house. We put a pool in the backyard, but I'm definitely project driven. So I love to do those renovations. And then, you know, you know, the time that I need to fill, I'm on Etsy looking for vintage rugs or mid-century modern pieces for my house. You know, it's probably time to move so I can decorate a new house. I just love it. Love
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Brimfield Fair?
Oh, yep. I go once or twice a year. Yes. Every year.
Love it.
Yep. With friends. It's so fun.
Awesome. How has COVID-19 affected you? Do you feel like it's had a huge effect on real estate?
So I have really haven't taken this time off. I'll say that for sure. In fact, I've been sending out weekly reports. I'm compiling the numbers each week. I've sold a lot of houses through this. Not as much as a typical spring market, but I think for a pandemic, we've sold a lot. Here's how I describe it. There's a layer of anxiety right now in everything that we all do, whether it's taking a walk or going to the grocery store. So imagine that extra layer of anxiety on buying a house or selling a house, which is one of the most stressful things that you can do. So it gets done. It's not without everyone just dealing with their stress differently. You know, some people can handle things better than others. Some are more worried about the sickness than others. There's different layers. And so you have to really be sensitive to that with your clients, do what works for them. And all I can do is educate them on what's going on with the market and what to expect for that day, because it could change tomorrow. So we're doing it. I mean, I feel that the buyers who are out there are very serious buyers. Most of them are young couples who are from New York or Boston who don't want to be in the city. This accelerated their move out to the burbs. And they're serious. A lot of them are pregnant, have little babies. And I can see why they've been held up in their condos, you know, for all these weeks, and they want some elbow room and yard. So it's been a lot of work, I won't lie. And I do care so much for each and every one of my clients. So it stays with me, but we're going to get there, right? Real estate is all about, I sometimes say, putting out fires. This is just an extra big fire, but we're going to get there. And as long as everyone on a deal is kind of flexible and knows that maybe some things aren't going to be the norm and we have to give and take for people's needs, then I think working together, once again, like the country is, we can get there on a sale. And we had some closings. So yeah.
I think it's been so amazing to see how many businesses are able to pivot, that's the word, but also just get really creative with how to do business and do things differently. And
yes.
So it's been like a testament, I think, to our creativity and our drive to make things happen in any situation. So I think it's good stuff that comes out of it.
I agree.
So, you know, I have to give a plug for the country club neighborhood because it's awesome and you live there.
I love it.
Yeah. My final question for you is, what do you love about the country club neighborhood?
Oh, everything. I love where we live so much. And that's not to say I don't love other neighborhoods too, but first of all, we have the most wonderful neighbors and surrounded by such great people. I love that we can walk to places. We've walked the Brook Path almost every day since this began, and being able to walk to town. We've gone to JP Licks once a week since this began so that we can support them, and it gives us a treat at the end of the day. I would never have had a milkshake a week prior to this, but I love that it's near Babson, where I spent 2 grueling years, but loved as well. And we've even been walking Babson a lot during this. And I love the houses. They're really beautiful houses from the 1920s and 30s, which was such a wonderful time to build. These are, our houses are all built so beautifully. Each one is so unique and warm, and people have done things over time. My husband and I, our big joke is we look at each other and say, when are the people who live here gonna come home? Because we feel just so lucky to live in such a fabulous area. And I love selling houses here because it's so easy to sell.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Teri. I think this is just so fun.
No, it was great. It was great. And if anyone does want to follow up on my weekly reports about what's happening in the real estate market, let me know. I'm easy to find, teriadler.com, or on Instagram or Facebook. It's Teri Adler Homes on Instagram, which I have a lot of fun with. But I'm happy to help anyone kind of ease through what we're going through and real estate at the same time.
Absolutely. So, and we will be posting your links and everything with this video.
Awesome.
So you'll be very easy to find. All right.
Very
Thanks
good.
for joining us today.
Very good. Thank you for having me. It was so fun.